brass of the BJP present on the dais. The messaging is, of course, that BJP is expanding its footprints. It's trying to retain states. You know, the states which followed revolving door process also, they are being won by the BJP. But going ahead, they want to showcase this as more of a momentum and a fillip and a message to the cadres that just about any karyakarta of the BJP can rise in the ranks and take the role of a chief minister in future.
Yes, Mavya, and a step ahead, not only sending a message, an unequivocal message to the cadres that anyone can rise from the rank and file to the top, but also sending a message that there has to be an element of humility. Which party would have a consideration wherein an ex-chief minister, Devendra Fadnavis, can become deputy CM, you know? So there is also a sense of, I mean, if you see in terms of the hierarchical principle of organization and the parties, wherein once you acquire a top post, you cannot, I mean, accommodate
So
and go for any post that would be seen as...
Sajjan, just hold on to your thoughts now, because the Prime Minister has arrived on the dais in the rally venue there. This is Bhopal. Next to him is the person who will be taking oath as the Chief Minister, Mohan Yadav, and the sweat.
Namaskar.
That's the governor of Madhya Pradesh, Mangubhai Patel, who will be conducting the swearing-in ceremony of Mohan Yadav and the two deputy chief ministers. This is Motilal Nehru Stadium, where the Shapath Grahan Samaro or swearing-in ceremony is happening. And the governor, Mr. Mangubhai Patel, will begin that entire ceremony, which will begin any moment now. And then, as far as the other members of the cabinet are concerned, that expansion will be happening a little later, keeping in mind multiple factors of region, various camps at play in Madhya Pradesh as well. But, the big messaging that is there is very, very prominent. It is being displayed. You can see that the banner which is there, the big poster which is up on the dais is again very, very politically significant. It's about the trio who run the government and the party, Prime Minister Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah, and BJP President JP Nadda. And the new entrant now there is Mr. Mohan Yadav, a young leader, but with strong ABVP roots, strong RSS connections, strong organizational skills, and at the same time, extremely low profile, something that would have worked for him. Amitabh. Amitabh, if you heard me, we are looking at these visuals of swearing-in ceremony, which is going to begin any moment now. So Mohan Yadav will be sworn in. Remember, he is an MLA from Ujjain. So the swearing-in ceremony begins now. We are going straight to it.
मैं डॉक्टर मोहन यादव ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा। मैं भारत की प्रभुता और अखंडता अक्षुण्ण रखूंगा। मैं मध्य प्रदेश के राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में अपने कर्तव्यों का श्रद्धापूर्वक और शुद्ध अंतःकरण से निर्वहन करूंगा तथा मैं भय या पक्षपात, अनुराग या देश के बिना सभी प्रकार के लोगों के प्रति संविधान और विधि के अनुसार न्याय करूंगा। मैं डॉक्टर मोहन यादव ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि जो विषय मध्य प्रदेश राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में मेरे विचार के लिए लाया जाएगा अथवा मुझे ज्ञात होगा, उसे किसी व्यक्ति या व्यक्तियों को तब के सिवाय जबकि ऐसे मंत्री के रूप में अपने कर्तव्यों के सम्यक निर्वहन के लिए ऐसा करना अपेक्षित हो, मैं प्रत्यक्ष अथवा अप्रत्यक्ष रूप से संसूचित या प्रकट नहीं करूंगा। आशीर्वाद देना चाहता हूँ। उनसे मिलूँ, आपसे प्रणाम करूँ, पीएम साहब को धन्यवाद दें।
So Mohan Yadav is now the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. He is being greeted by all the dignitaries who are present. The Governor of Madhya Pradesh, Mangubai Patel, gave him the oath of office of the Chief Minister. Now the two deputies.
Shri Jagdish Devda अपने पद तथा गोपनीयता की शपथ ग्रहण करने के लिए यहाँ उपस्थित हैं। महोदय, कृपया अब आप नियुक्त उप मुख्यमंत्री को पद एवं गोपनीयता की शपथ ग्रहण कराएं।
मैं जगदीश देवड़ा ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि मैं सत्यनिष्ठा से प्रतिज्ञान करता हूं, विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा। मैं भारत की प्रभुता और अखंडता अक्षुण्ण रखूंगा। मैं मध्य प्रदेश राज्य के उप मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में अपने कर्तव्यों का श्रद्धापूर्वक और शुद्ध अंतःकरण से निर्वहन करूंगा तथा मैं भय या पक्षपात, अनुराग या द्वेष के बिना सभी प्रकार के लोगों के प्रति संविधान और विधि के अनुसार न्याय करूंगा। मैं जगदीश देवड़ा ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि जो विषय मध्य प्रदेश राज्य के उप मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में मेरे विचार के लिए लाया जाएगा अथवा मुझे ज्ञात होगा, उसे किसी व्यक्ति या व्यक्तियों को तब के सिवाय जबकि ऐसे मंत्री के रूप में अपने कर्तव्यों के सम्यक निर्वहन के लिए ऐसा करना अपेक्षित हो, मैं प्रत्यक्ष अथवा अप्रत्यक्ष रूप से संसूचित या प्रकट नहीं करूंगा।
Is now a Deputy Chief Minister. He was a Finance Minister in Shivraj Singh Chauhan's cabinet. He may get the finance portfolio as well. Again, he is someone known for his organization skills. Has been an MLA for 6 terms. Became MLA for the first time in 1990. So the BJP has done the caste balancing here, trying to ensure that when it is about representation, they are ensuring representation of each and every caste, because they understand going ahead in the state of Madhya Pradesh, just as other states, there is a new social engineering which has to be carried out. So Madhya Pradesh has the Chief Minister and now a Deputy Chief Minister in Jagdish Devda. The second Deputy Chief Minister will be sworn in now. He is Rajendra Shukla, a Brahmin by caste. The BJP trying to send a message that yes, it may be looking at wooing other castes, but they definitely do not believe in alienating their core constituency of upper castes.
तथा गोपनीयता की शपथ ग्रहण करने के लिए यहाँ उपस्थित हैं। महोदय, कृपया अब आप नियुक्त उप मुख्यमंत्री को पद एवं गोपनीयता की शपथ ग्रहण कराएं।
मैं राजेंद्र शुक्ला ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा। मैं भारत की प्रभुता और अखंडता अक्षुण्ण रखूंगा। मैं मध्य प्रदेश राज्य के उप मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में अपने कर्तव्यों का श्रद्धापूर्वक और शुद्ध अंतःकरण से निर्वहन करूंगा तथा मैं भय या पक्षपात, अनुराग या द्वेष के बिना सभी प्रकार के लोगों के प्रति संविधान और विधि के अनुसार न्याय करूंगा। मैं राजेंद्र शुक्ला ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि जो विषय मध्य प्रदेश राज्य के उप मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में
मेरे विचार के लिए लाया जाएगा अथवा मुझे ज्ञात होगा, उसे किसी व्यक्ति या व्यक्तियों को तब के सिवाय जबकि ऐसे मंत्री के रूप में अपने कर्तव्यों के सम्यक निर्वहन के लिए ऐसा करना अपेक्षित हो, मैं प्रत्यक्ष अथवा अप्रत्यक्ष रूप से संसूचित या प्रकट नहीं करूंगा।
Rajendra Shukla sworn in as Deputy Chief Minister. Jagdish Devra is also a Deputy Chief Minister. Mohan Lal Yadav, who is an MLA from Ujjain South, has taken oath as the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. He has huge shoes to fill in of Raj Singh Chauhan. With that, the swearing-in ceremony comes to an end, and the Prime Minister and all the other leaders will now be heading to Raipur for the swearing-in ceremony of Vishnu Sai.
माननीय राज्यपाल महोदय, आज की कार्रवाई समाप्त घोषित करने के लिए क्या आपकी अनुमति है? महोदय, आज का कार्यक्रम समाप्त हुआ।
Mohan Yadav has been sworn in as the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. With that, the swearing-in ceremony has come to an end. The Prime Minister will be now heading to Raipur for attending the second swearing-in ceremony. Now it is the time for a big photo opportunity. Prime Minister Modi, the Governor of Madhya Pradesh, Mangubhai Patel, Mohan Yadav, and his two Deputy Chief Ministers have all been sworn in, and with that, the process of government formation in the state of Madhya Pradesh is over. Prime Minister Modi there greeting those who have gathered, the seers who are all present, and also greeting the Karyakartas of the BJP who have gathered for witnessing this historic day. Sajan Kumar, Abhilash Kandekar and Amitabh Tiwari all are with us. Abhilash, starting with you. So the entire suspense is over. It's Mohan Yadav who is now the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh.
Yes.
And he has a huge role cut out for him. I mean, it will be a lot of responsibility, Amitabh.
Yeah,
all the guarantees, ensuring that Ladli Behna in particular, that those guarantees that the Prime Minister himself personally made, this victory in Madhya Pradesh, a gap of 100 seats between the Congress and the BJP, it's a huge responsibility.
It's a huge responsibility, big shoes to fill. See, a lot of development has taken place in Madhya Pradesh, but still Madhya Pradesh's per capita income is below the national average. So a lot of work needs to be done. The Ladli Behna Yojana is going to cost the state exchequer 20,000 crores annually. So he needs to also maintain a tight fiscal discipline, because there is a lot of debt on the books of Madhya Pradesh government. And all the other promises which BJP has made, he will need to deliver, and deliver it quickly within the next 3-4 months, because BJP may not want a repeat of 2018-19, when the Congress, which swept all these three states, was not able to win many seats, or even did win only a few seats in the Lok Sabha elections held 3 to 4 months later. And one of the main issues there was the delivery of their promises. So moon has been promised, a lot of things have been promised to the voters, and the BJP will now have to deliver, because delivery will be the key. However, Modi factor will be there, which can act as a, you can say, a cherry on the cake in the Lok Sabha elections. But still BJP may not want to take any chances, because it won 28. So there is very little scope for improvement. So it needs to slog hard, and Mohan Yadav will need to play a key role, so that the party is able to maintain its tally, or even improve its tally in Madhya Pradesh in 2024.
Yes. So, Sajjan, comment on this. It has really maximized as far as most of these states in the Hindi belt and eastern part of India is concerned. So, the catchment areas for the BJP is essentially the southern part of India, or even say look east when they spoke about it, looking at even Bengal or Orissa. Those are the states which could be possible catchment areas. But their focus is also on retaining that number that they won in 2014 and 2019, and then perhaps add from other states. Where will those numbers come from?
Yeah, I mean, numbers, of course, they're aiming to get more from the peripheral states, I mean, which is outside the central and the northern belt. And in terms of southern state, northeast, you have Assam, you have Odisha as one of the state. But also remember, Mayawati doesn't join India Alliance, which means 10 to 13% of her votes, which is emotional vote, is still not part of the India Alliance. So UP could be one of the state wherein they may try to repeat 2014 tally. I mean, they lost around 10 seats in 2019 when regional satraps Akhilesh and Mayawati came together. But also a couple of seats, I mean, scoring the singles from Odisha, one or two more seats, from Assam, one or two more seats, and then trying to minimize the damage into the crisis states like Bihar, Maharashtra, and Karnataka and Bengal. In Bengal, certainly it would be very difficult. In Bihar, there are signs that at least BJP's tally of 17 seats not only is going to be retained, but perhaps with winning over Kushwaha community, Samrat Chaudhary is a new face, and Chirag Paswan, a Dalit face, they may increase BJP's tally in Bihar. Maharashtra is where they have tried to stitch an alliance with breakaway faction of or real Shiv Sena and NCP. Karnataka, they have already entered into alliance with JDS, because remember in Karnataka election, it was not BJP vote bank that was minimized. It was JDS, which lost around 5 to 6% in old Mysore region, Vokkaliga vote, because they thought DK Shivkumar would be the chief minister. So winning back over the regional JDS. So that way BJP has multiple frontiers to one, retaining and two, expanding. And that is why, mind it, about this organizational engineering along with the social engineering that BJP is doing, that any armed karyakarta or anyone who is not considered to be a bigwigs in states can become. But there is also a subtext, because since they have a big shoe to fill in.
And it will be interesting to see what will be the first decision of this cabinet. Because the first decision of a possible Vishnu Sai cabinet, which will be sown in some time, would be in ensuring that all those 9 guarantees of the Prime Minister, which came as his personal guarantees, are implemented. So they would go in for ensuring that in the first cabinet, one of those announcements are made. Abhilash Kandekar, what do you think is the first announcement going to be of Mohan Yadav?
I think the Ladli Behna scheme, under which 1,250 rupees were being given, and BJP had
increased the amount, yes.
Willy-nilly had said that they will increase. So I think the first decision will have to be taken, which is very hard on exchequer, state exchequer, that the amount would be doubled or be taken to 3,000 rupees, which Shivraj Singh has been talking. But another important issue is also about power supply to the farmers, who have been raising issues about proper supply of power, as well as for the fertilizers which were not coming their way. So these two important things he will have to address immediately in his first cabinet. That is what I believe.
Okay. Amitabh, according to you, what do you think will be the first decision?
I think the Ladli Behna needs to be the first decision, because Behnas have voted in large number for the BJP, 50% versus 40%. So that itself is a 5% lead out of the 7-8% lead which the BJP has. Now, when Sajjanji was made a very important point, and it was a very interesting question, that the BJP has maxed out in these states. See, top 5 states, undivided UP, undivided Bihar, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Bengal, they account for 50% of Lok Sabha seats. And BJP won 180 seats out of these 268 seats in 2019. So, of course, the catchment area sort of is maxed out, and it needs to look east and south to expand its base and also maintain its seats in Maharashtra and Bihar, where it is facing some allied trouble. So the party, in its mission 400, we could see a lot of these 144 seats which the party has never won. The party is going to focus a lot on these seats, and we may also see a lot of or some exodus of leaders from other parties towards the BJP, hoping that the BJP could make a hat trick and seeing that they will be able to deliver only if they hop onto the BJP bandwagon.
Amitabh, you spoke about 414. Now you're saying mission 400 only.
So 414 means, see, what has happened is that 404 seats, Rajiv Gandhi had won.
404,
Election,
right?
404.
Yeah.
Elections to Assam and Punjab were held later, year later.
Yes.
There they were 10 seats. So it became 414. So either 404 or 414, whatever you take into account. But that is not an impossible mission. See, when BJP makes a mission, we believe that it has just made some mission in air. It has done some homework. And as Sajjan ji has mentioned, because it will be contesting more seats now in Bihar, Punjab and Maharashtra, its vote share.
30 seconds on Naren Singh Tomar. Because of the controversy that played out during the elections, it was seen as that perhaps the party has left him to defend his son's actions. And now he is being catapulted to the level of, resigning as agriculture minister at the center, but will be the next speaker.
See, I feel it is a demotion for him, because he was a union cabinet minister, now becomes a speaker. So 14th in terms of protocol hierarchy, whereas he was 7th in terms of hierarchy earlier. And had he not belonged to the influential Thakur community, then he might have been sidelined as well.
And what happens to all those MPs who are now MLAs?
So all those MPs who are now MLAs, mostly they will not get to contest in Lok Sabha, I feel, because they have resigned as Lok Sabha, and the future of Prahlad Singh Patel is at question. He might become a state president, but Milind ji is trying to say something for some time.
Yes, Milind ji, go ahead. Mr. Khandekar, Abhilash.
Yes, I agree with Mr. Amitabh that Naren Singh Tomar, who was twice state president in Madhya Pradesh and also union minister for about 9 years, it is clearly a demotion, because state speaker is definitely an important constitutional post, but state speaker has not much of a role. So Naren Singh Tomar is on his way out as far as his active politics is concerned. Another point I wanted to make is that while we are thinking about 400 plus seats for BJP from 303, I think Ram Mandir's inauguration and the actions that will follow by after the inauguration, which the BJP is planning, that will hike the seats to a level. And when Rajiv Gandhi had won 400 plus seats, that Indira Gandhi's assassination and the sympathy wave that had swept the country had contributed to this big number. But will the BJP through Ram Mandir be able to match that level is to be seen, because there are problems in Odisha, there are problems in Maharashtra, there are problems in West Bengal, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu.
That's a long list of problems that you have counted. Let me give the final words to Sajjan.
Yeah, I mean, see, Maria, there is, we see a shift in perception. Before the assembly elections in these 5 states, one of the dominant perception and gossip was, would BJP able to cross the threshold of simple majority or not? That was, and many people were genuinely believing that perhaps it can slip beneath the majority mark also. Now it is about, I mean, Amitabh said 400, I think it's more symbolic. That shows the kind of a newly found confidence, organizational confidence, and shift in the perception. Bharat Jodo Yatra phase 2 is nobody is talking about. Congress revival thing in spite winning of Telangana. So certainly India Alliance has lost the war of perception before the actual electoral war, and therefore this is the moment of BJP to arrive into 2024 election with a sense of confidence, and certainly it will prevail over the floating voters who always go along the wind. So that way certainly.
And Sajjan, will you also say that the BJP has actually managed to counter that entire narrative of caste census, because caste census was seen as that unifying idea of the India bloc. But now you have an answer in just look at the names of the chief ministers of these 3 states. It's a clear answer.
Yeah, not only BJP has been able to completely decimate Congress and opposition attempt to win over the OBC census narrative and sideline BJP, but it has established that majority of OBC today in India find BJP more relatable and do not find Congress at least relatable in any sense. So that way OBC census issue remains an issue which is important, but certainly not something which can mobilize OBCs to vote for a party other than BJP.
Yes, so it's about reimagining that politics that we keep talking about, and politics of 2023 India is very different from immediate post-Mandal politics, when all these issues may have found that relatability. You know, for generations...
Mandal is the real Mandal.
Yes.
Kamandal is the real Mandal today. Mandal is completely subsumed
no, but or
within
will you say that this is Mandal 2.2? And Amitabh, please come in on this. You know, because if we were to look at, yes, the caste remains an important issue. I'm not saying that India has moved away from caste, but there's also reimagination of caste. So a Yadav which is not a dominant OBC in the state of Madhya Pradesh, but a name is there attached to, a Mohan Yadav, so he is given that position. So I think that placement becomes interesting. So there is a Brahmin, there is a scheduled caste, and also a woman in the state of Rajasthan. All those factors factored in, but of course Rajasthan, I'll talk about it on the day of the swearing in. But this, Amitabh.
Yes, so essentially a Yadav, a non-dominant Yadav caste is being used to woo the dominant Yadav caste in UP and Bihar, giving a message that if you want power, just join the BJP bandwagon, number one. Number two, with caste census, the India bloc was trying to make a Agada versus Pichhada battle. So BJP has, by making Mohan Yadav, has both the Agada OBC and the Pichhada OBC on its platform. So it has the support of both now, or it hopes to get both Agada and Pichhada OBCs on its platform.
and also not just Agada OBC, Pichhada OBC, but also that class angle is here, and the generational angle is also here. A block of Yadavs for whom the memory is not there of the previous generation of Mulayam Singh Yadav and Lalu Yadav. They are looking at an Akhilesh or say a Tejaswi in these two states. They will be looking at a Mohan Yadav in the neighboring state of Madhya Pradesh. So I think that's an interesting optics, and a lot of study in caste which will be done here onwards, and new lexicon, as I keep saying, is being introduced every election. Abhilash, Amitabh and Sajjan, really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us on this special broadcast. The focus now shifts to Raipur, where the swearing-in ceremony of Vishnu Sai will happen any moment now. Let's first listen in to the Chief Minister designate.
सरकार के मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में शपथ लेना है, और शपथ के पहले भगवान जगन्नाथ, बलभद्र स्वामी और सुभद्रा माता के समक्ष यहाँ पर आए, उनका आशीर्वाद लिए और उनसे प्रार्थना किए कि ये मुख्यमंत्री का पद बड़ा महत्वपूर्ण पद है, गुरुतर पद है, इतनी वो शक्ति प्रदान करें कि छत्तीसगढ़ की जनता ने जो विश्वास किया है, उनके विश्वास में हम खरा उतर सकें।
Welcome to Serious Business on NDTV.
$1 has only secured 0.6 cents of private capital. That needs to fundamentally change.
By mid-century, India's economy will grow eightfold.
One topic.
When a family comes out of the poverty line, what would be the first asset class they would buy? It's gold.
One speaker.
It's the biggest attack on Jews since the Holocaust.
If you want to control inflation, you need to play the trade policy.
UPI, Aadhaar, all of that, where India is well ahead of the West.
5 trillion is a short-term goal. I would like to see India becoming a $30 trillion economy.
Different people believe in different things. In cricket, some hail the king, some believe in God. Some wait for Mr. Right, some believe in swiping right. Some run away from risk, others run after it. For some, kids mean babies. For others, kids mean puppies. Some want a home to settle in the future. Some want to roam the world today. Some make a career in a company. Some make a career out of building companies. But when it comes to money, everybody believes in only one thing: profit, profit, profit. And for profit, watch only NDTV Profit. We all love money.
This show isn't just about news from the southern states. It's one that looks at the rest of India and the world from a diverse South India point of view. Because NDTV has always taken the southern view seriously.
The Southern View with Veera Raghav, only on NDTV 24/7.
Oh my God, it's finally happening.
Have fun in life wherever you are. Ghar aao, loaf wali chai piyo, so jao.
I think if creators are doing skits in their home, they're play acting.
I would much rather be cast for who I am and what I've built than who I'm related to.
इंटरनेट अब देखी जाएगी वाला नहीं. इंटरनेट हैज बिकम रूथलेस. आप कुछ बोलो, आपको पता होता है कि कल तक तो मैं मीम बन जाऊंगा.
I think the only way forward is trial and error. कोई formula नहीं है.
And we've all been that we've said the wrong thing, done the wrong thing, gotten butchered for it, and learned.
I mute and restrict people like left, right, and center on my Instagram.
That thin line between Bollywood and content creation, वो और इतनी thin हो गई है कि अब Bollywood वाले इस तरफ आ गए.
And there's too much talking but very little being said. Too many voices but hardly any being heard. You turn to a show that puts you front and center. A show that headlines the stories of the people, by the people, for the people.
शादी is madness.
हमारे लिए तो शादी ये है.
Hate this invention of the bloody can.
For the wedding, I'm just go on a bullet. Seriously.
प्लीज इस प्रेशर में मत पड़ो क्योंकि मोनी रॉय ने सब्यसाची पहना था, कैटरीना कैफ ने सब्यसाची पहना था, तो हमें भी सब्यसाची पहनना है.
अभी सब्यसाची ने देख लिया अभी.
मैं कोई बात नहीं करूँ.
मुझसे शादी करोगी.
पहला सवाल होता है मुझे रील बना रही है.
लोगों ने फोटोज खिंचवाई होंगी, अपने क्रेन पे नीचे आते होंगे, आज वो देख के अपने मुंह पे चपेड़े मारने का मन करता होगा उनको.
सिर्फ 23 दिन में 35 लाख शादियां. Yes, it's the season of the big fat Indian weddings. Trends that are in and out. Celeb styles and how to steal them. Shadiyan jo hui viral. Catch all of it in Shadi Mubarak this Wednesday at 10 p.m. Only on NDTV 24/7.
Verdict of 5 states. Accurate coverage on NDTV.
The larger question of
In-depth analysis.
I would differ as far as Rajasthan is concerned.
Best analysts. Biggest newsmakers.
Narendra Modi is known for fiscal discipline.
No one covers elections like NDTV. Election means NDTV.
From breaking news to in-depth analysis, covering the latest developments across politics,
Business and technology.
bringing you stories that shape our nation and the world.
How often have you turned away from debates that descend into endless fights? We bring you a show where every question is answered, where every debate finds its resolution, where every story finds its conclusion, where opinions collide but facts prevail, where stories unfold with insights and trust. When the noise ends, the last word begins.
A debate has many facets, perhaps no one right answer. Left, right, and center. Conversations that get to the core of the debate.
Business news can sound incomprehensible, unnerving, unrelatable. But how does it impact you? We deconstruct complex business news and ideas by talking directly to the leaders who shape the economy. We are serious about business. Welcome to Serious Business on NDTV.
$1 has only secured 0.6 cents of private capital. That needs to fundamentally change.
By mid-century, India's economy will grow eightfold.
One topic.
When a family comes out of the poverty line, what would be the first asset class they